Ladies and gentlemen, today's podcast is sponsored by our friends over at LinkedIn. Now, these days, every new potential hire can feel like a high-stakes wager for your small business. You want to be 100% certain that you have access to the best qualified candidates available.
That's why you need to check out LinkedIn Jobs. LinkedIn Jobs helps find the right people for your team faster and for free.
So, Lewis, our current producer of Pitch Side, was originally hired by LinkedIn, and so far, so good. We get on with him all right, and he's a very, very hard worker. And of course, we got him by advertising through the LinkedIn Jobs hiring scheme.
It's also extremely easy to create a free job post on LinkedIn. My previous job before this sensational job was through LinkedIn.
So if you want to advertise for a job post, add your job and the purple hashtag hiring frame to your LinkedIn profile to spread the word that you are hiring. Simple tools like screening questions make it easy to focus on candidates with just the right skills and experience so you can quickly prioritize who you'd like to interview and hire.
Finding the right team member can be a bit of a drag, but with LinkedIn, the process goes a lot smoother.
So if you want to start the year strong and acquire a person that will help your small business for the rest of the year, then be sure to check out LinkedIn Jobs.
How about you start the year strong by finding the right member through LinkedIn?
It's why small businesses rate LinkedIn Jobs #1 in delivering quality hires versus leading competitors. So if you want to use LinkedIn Jobs to help you find the qualified candidates that you want to talk to faster, post your job for free at linkedin.com/pitch. That's linkedin.com/pitch to post your job for free. Terms and conditions apply. Back on with the podcast.
Ladies and gentlemen, make sure you are following us on Apple Podcasts and Spotify.
Give us a 5-star rating. It massively helps us out. Enjoy.
Ooh, don't get nervous, but I'm starting to get a bit shaky. Arsenal could have had the chance to extend their lead by 6 points.
However,
if they just beat Everton and
when you win tomorrow and then win your game in hand, it's 9 points then.
But it could be 15.
I've told you the title's done.
No, I don't know. It is a bit ropey. I want to briefly discuss the fact that Arsenal actually should have got 3 points against Brentford.
No,
but it's actually, I'm not even joking. It's actually true. Have you seen the decision, Joe?
Yeah, of course.
Victim complex.
No.
You mean on an officials basis, but in terms of performance, probably not.
Yeah, but that's irrelevant. How many times do you see teams win that don't deserve to win and they've been bang average? Arsenal objectively won that game because Brentford scored an offside goal.
Well, not just
one offside in the build-up, but 2.
Get over it.
No, because Howard Webb's had to come out and apologise for Lee Mason's idiocy.
Yeah, you're right. Arsenal the only team ever who've had a decision go against.
I honestly feel like it is. I'm getting fed up of it.
Do you think you played well enough to win that game?
No way.
It doesn't matter.
But
it doesn't matter though.
No.
I think that's pointless. But you said this time. You said this time and time again. This season, Arsenal, put up good performance, but sometimes when they haven't put up the best performance and they didn't deserve to win it, they've still won it. Because that's the sign of a champion.
Yeah, victim complex.
Against Brentford.
You're acting like victims.
No, we are victims.
No, get over it, man. The best teams in the league get over shit like this. You're now hanging on going, what if we lose the title now by 2 points?
I'm not saying that.
What if you don't? What if you just go and win the rest of your games?
I'm not saying what if. I still think we're going to go ahead and meet City. I'm saying that should have been 1-0 Arsenal. It should have been. It's not the only bad decision.
Didn't they have a decision go against them in the first half?
Yeah,
as well?
the Mbeumo goal should have stood. It wasn't a foul on Gabriel. So I mean, if we're going to play like that, then
what was that?
I'm being an unbiased middleman here.
Yeah.
The Tony flick on where Mbeumo's outmuscled Gabriel, that wasn't a foul, and it got pulled back.
Cold hard foul. Could have been.
Could have been gold.
Send him off.
But on a level though, like, the VAR officiating over the weekend was actually embarrassing, wasn't it?
Oh, it's actually disgusting.
Yeah,
it was the worst, single weekend for VAR.
It was just relentless. It was one thing after another. They've even forgotten to draw the lines.
I actually thought the worst one was the Brighton one. I thought it was worse than Arsenal because they actually drew the line in that one
on the wrong player.
Still got it fucking wrong.
They drew the wrong player, didn't they?
Yeah.
It's embarrassing. And Howard Webb's actually called everyone in. So he's called all the VAR officials in for an emergency meeting.
Sit down, boys.
he is angry.
That'll work. That'll stop them being fucking useless.
I wonder how that works, a referees meeting where they all think they're like the authoritarian in the room. They're like, you can't boss me around. I'm a fucking referee.
Sit down. No, you sit down.
I get my card out.
What do you think happens going forward though? Because I think Howard Webb is actually a good man to be in charge. He's a very experienced referee. He's experienced he's done World Cup finals, Champions League finals. He's
never experienced VAR though, has he?
No, he's never been in.
But I do not think that's why.
I think this is part of the problem, though, for the refs is that they aren't like specialised VAR refs. I mean, half of them are making offside decisions when they're not previously in their refereeing career weren't assistants.
They probably can't even load up Excel and they're asking us to fucking draw these lines.
It's coming up with a circle on a straight line.
Fucking hell, what is this?
I'm hearing a lot of talks that saying, like, this normally comes from ex-professional footballers that are saying, like, oh, how can these referees be expected to get all this right when they haven't played the game? Is that a fair shout or not really? Yeah. I don't think that's a fair shout.
I don't know. I think
maybe in certain in terms of fouls.
It's nothing to do with the VAR there. The actual system of VAR should work.
Yeah.
The referees are incompetent. They have been for years.
Yeah.
But I don't mind them getting decisions wrong. Stop fucking delaying the game. Fuck VAR.
But that's what the argument has been across the past weekend, right? That they're trying to improve speed/efficiency of making a decision as opposed to
but instead they're slowing it down and still getting it wrong. So that Arsenal, the Brentford goal, I know you might be different. Me, 10 years ago, I would have left that game going, it's a tight one. I can see why they haven't given that. Now it's any little decision, people are going, oh, it's a disgrace because we've been expected to think every decision is going to be right now. With the problem
with the Brentford one is that they obviously felt the pressure from the fact, the people saying you must speed this up, that they spent too much time on the first thing on Gabriel when the Pinnock was holding Gabriel, which had interfered with play, and they didn't look actually when I think it was Norgard got headed in to cross it in for Tony. He was offside.
It's going to be the last season of VAR offsides, isn't it? It's going to be semi-automated offsides for next season.
Oh, like in the World Cup.
Yeah. I think they tested it at the World Cup, didn't they?
The Champions League.
I think that was quite good actually. Then it's just like a goal. It's just like that. That's what I don't. VAR with offside, they shouldn't be getting it wrong. They shouldn't be getting it wrong. But we saw this weekend multiple offside decisions that were wrong. When it comes to fouls, I get it. It's objective.
I'll be able to fix it. Put me in charge. I'm not joking.
Well, we've got to keep you here.
Actually, yeah.
But do you not think every person in the stadium wouldn't have got that decision right anyway? Like, this is the point that Tom was making. If and when it happens live action and you still don't know, it's not clear and obvious, just
leave it.
Yeah, just let it.
Whatever the decision is, leave it. I actually think unless you can...
You can't do it as an offside. It's either offside.
Yeah, that's what I think. I think when it comes to
black or white.
When it's fouls, then it's objective. But I think offside should actually just be boom, boom.
Or not. Yeah, it's not. It just frustrates me so much when people are like, so marginal. It's still
like for example, the Brighton one. How incompetent can you be to draw the lines on the wrong player?
Yeah, that's poor.
That's actually poor. Awful.
But offside was brought in to stop people goal hanging, not when they're fucking kneecaps offside.
But it doesn't matter if it's a kneecap or a yard.
It
is the rule.
It annoys me.
It's the rule though, isn't it? Like,
it's gone from the original VAR concept, which was like lines drawn, then to thicker lines, and then to just
thinner lines.
No lines
thicker
at all.
Lines makes no difference because it's still the barometer is the same, isn't it? It doesn't matter whether the line's thick or thin. If it's sitting on top of each other, it's the same amount of distance between them. So stupid. I think as soon as semi-automatic offsides comes in, it'll be absolutely fine, the offside. And I have to say, I'm slightly more pro VAR. I know that you hate VAR. I'm more pro VAR.
Remind us who you support again?
Yeah, But I honestly don't have a huge issue with it. I think that it's not perfect at the moment, but I think you would now get, if you took VAR out of the game now, you would have more fans complaining.
Yeah, I agree.
When the decision went wrong.
Yeah.
But do you not think as well, one of the solutions they could have is like what they do in rugby and what they've done in the A-League in Australia is that if you just mic up the referee...
Oh, no player, no manager will ever let that happen.
No, but it's being done in other sports. Why in football is it not allowed? Yeah. Because if you listen to the referee talking about the decision, then you might be able to understand their point of view.
They are never, ever going to allow that players and managers to be heard what they say to refs.
But what they
Trust me.
Oh, yeah. What they should do is the ref should come out after the game and explain why he made a decision. I've seen that happen before. Yeah. In the 90s, I can't remember, where was the ginger ref? He used to plod around the pitch. He was a bit chubby. He came out after a game and explained a decision that he got wrong once. And it was like, it was so clear and it was so easy to understand why he made that decision, his thought process about making that decision. What is stopping refs explaining decisions?
I'm not sure about that because I don't think they
I think they're scared.
Yeah, refs get enough abuse as it is. If we start making them fucking tell me why you've done that.
Yeah.
Right?
But do you not think though they would actually get?
I think you'd get more respect.
I think you'd get respect if a referee came out and said, "Yeah, mate, I'm going to be honest. I hold my hands up. Like we're seeing this at full speed. Like it's very difficult. Like this is why I got it wrong."
But isn't that obvious?
Yeah, but everyone knows that anyway.
We shouldn't.
If they explain why they thought they got it
Do
wrong.
you ever see a decision and go, I've genuinely got not even an inkling of an idea why he's given that? Be honest.
Nah, but it'd be good to hear him say and admit what he was thinking.
Admit you're wrong.
Yeah, because the players come under fire. Think about some of the headlines that are written about players. You don't really get headlines written around.
Are you joking?
Have you seen
now what we're talking about now?
Individual referees.
But
do you know what? Yeah, but they fucked up this weekend really badly. If they came out and explained their scenario, I feel like they would get less hate.
Well, yeah, but
you expected Lee Mason to tell us why he
Lee Mason shouldn't be in the job in the first place because he got fired and they brought him back.
All he's going to say is, I made a mistake. I got it wrong.
I don't know. I feel like there should be more transparency in the game with the referees.
But managers aren't even allowed to say anything without getting fined about referees.
They're an official corp. They're like a group, right? So you don't really want to isolate and alienate like individual referees.
It's hard enough
to get
getting
an
refs,
organisation.
let alone like trying to.
But some of them aren't up to scratch. For example,
you go like a learner school of referees.
Yeah, literally.
Make sure people pass.
Do you think the way to get more refs into the game is to grill them after games?
That's a good point as well. If more people want to be referees, they don't want to watch match of the day.
I just think that's.
Why don't they just get paid more?
What magic money?
The Premier League has a lot of money. They can pay the referees more.
So you want to pay them more money when at the minute they're not up to scratch?
You pay them more money.
So you want to reward them
you pay them more money to give them more responsibility and have more responsibility to be open with the public about the decisions they're making.
Or maybe if you pay more, they'll just turn up with like big chains and like
like referee John Brooks, who you talk about the Brighton, he was in charge of VAR for the Brighton game, and because of that error, he's been removed from the Liverpool-Everton last night and Arsenal City tomorrow night.
The one thing I will say in like rugby and in cricket is one of the better things is the chat between the VAR and the referee.
Exactly.
That would be interesting to hear. Like,
that's what
how
I'm saying.
they come into the decision.
I think it would be interesting because we'd go, what the fuck are they doing?
Yeah, what are they saying? What are they saying?
But that's what I'm saying.
It would expose the errors.
That's what I'm saying. We should
Which is why they won't do it.
Yeah.
But it's idiocy, I tell you.
They protect themselves too much, don't they? Like I said, you can't say anything about refs after the game, otherwise you fucking get a $100,000 fine. Or...
But not only that, I am seeing, I saw in the few games, like, if you did mic up the referees, like, the amount of shit they take in games, like, players are telling them to their face to F off.
Yeah.
Like,
worse than that. But...
Like, if you tried that in Sunday League, you're getting sent off.
I think the refs should do it back. Every time they miss, run up and go, you're shit, mate. They should.
Like, if you mic'd up referees, it would cut out so much in the game. The benefit,
it would
I'd
never get passed off, ever.
What, to be viewed by people watching the
TV
content?
Yeah.
Sky Sports wouldn't be able to broadcast it, mate.
Yeah, that's true. That's a good point.
But it would cut out abuse to referees. It would cut out abuse to referees from players, wouldn't it?
Who?
It would cut out abuse from referees to players, and then they can choose to feed it in if they say, let's go to the VAR referees discuss and let's hear what they're saying. And Lee Mason's like, I don't know if it's offside. I don't know the rule.
It would just be mute because they'd have to beat everything.
But I don't think the VAR officials are effing and blinding to each other.
No, but you'd still hear in the background
Pick out,
going, fucking hell, what are you doing here, Ray?
Yeah.